know, when I was just a little kid, I always had the knack for just tearing stuff apart and not putting it back together. And I love doing it. And as you get older, you diagnose and you fix something, and it just makes you feel good to be able to fix something that's broke, whether it be a lawnmower or a truck or a neighbor's sewing machine or anything. But besides or aside of fixing lawnmowers, I've always had a knack and always wanted to learn how to work on the diagnostic portion of vehicles. And ever since about 1996, since OBD2 came out, the only thing that I've ever had was one of these little pocket scanners. And I've had this thing since about 99, I guess. And they work okay. Now, I have inflicted some pain on my old truck here. And let me get this little pocket scanner hooked up to my OBD2 port. And let's just see the information we get with just a pocket scanner. Okay, we have a P1504, arrow down. We have a P0401 and a pending code of a P0443, and then it starts over. But that's the only information you get with a pocket scanner like this. Now you can go on the internet and type these codes in and possibly get a possible fix or an issue with it. But what I've got, let me show you. This isn't the top of the line one. This is about a middle of the road one, and it's basically it reads, and it has a, you can graph your things that need to be graphed, like oxygen sensors, and you can read check engine lights, your ABS, and your restraint system. It can check those items. But as far as it doing dealer level things like reprogramming PCMs or chips in ignition keys, it won't do that. Neither will just about any of these. But what I've got here is the nice folks at Launch have sent me the C-Reader Professional 129X, and boy, let me tell you what, I've had the pleasure of getting to use this thing for a couple of weeks now, and by far, man, this thing works great. And let's get this thing opened up. And the first thing you notice is this manual is super thin. Only half of it's English and the rest of it is Spanish. But this scanner is so simple to use. As soon as you plug it in, it just automatically just starts diagnosing and reading your VIN number and pulling codes. And it's basically all, it's touch screen. You can also use the buttons to navigate around here. Let's get this sucker plugged in and let's see what kind of pain I've inflicted on my truck. I've got it plugged into my OBD2 port, and let's go ahead and turn it on. See if I can't get the glare off of it. It's initiating by the green light. It's going to do an automatic VIN scan. We need to go in here and set the time and the date. ...2002 Ford F-150, yes. And that is my VIN number. Performing a health report, PCM power control module. Our ABS is normal. Our PCM is detecting 4 abnormal faults. And the restraint control is normal. So let's click that. You can scroll down, and our codes, we have the 1504, which is an idle air control malfunction. 0443 is a purge valve circuit malfunction. And let's see, 1000 is just a basic readiness test incomplete, because we haven't gone through and cranked the vehicle. We're just reading codes. EGR gas recirculation system 2 less flow. Some of the wording in this thing is a little crazy, but that's all good. We understand what that means. So when we crank this thing up, starts and dies. And the idle is just real choppy. And when it does idle, it's idling way too slow. From the main menu, what we're going to do, we're going to come in here and we're going to read data stream. And we have up to 157 data streams that we can select. But the ones we're looking for is going to be engine speed, we'll select engine speed. And we'll select evaporative emissions valve. Gonna hit OK. See, the evaporative is off right now. And we're gonna crank it. We're gonna hit graph. Said my idle air control valve circuit malfunction. Yep, it's correct, because all I did was unplug the sensor. The other code I got was for my purge solenoid. And I have another code for no flow to my EGR valve, or no exhaust flow. Now that everything's hooked back up, going to clear the codes, and then I'm going to show you some cool graphing features that this scanner has. We should be about 700 or 800 RPMs, which is normal. As you can tell, the check engine light's still on because we haven't cleared any codes, but also the cylinder head temperature is stone cold. So let's click on that. There's so many things you can do with this scanner. Cylinder head temperature, degrees, Celsius, and we'll click on hot. I went ahead and clicked on, and we're seeing what the cylinder head temperature is. It's at 150 or 148 and climbing. While we're sitting here waiting for this thing to warm up, we can check our circuitry for our air conditioning system. I'm gonna go ahead and get the AC systems checked, and then we're gonna click OK. And as we can tell, the air conditioning clutch is off. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Now we're on. Turn it off. This could be a good tool to help diagnose in your AC systems, because if it's showing out on here and your clutch is not coming on, then you know the switches here are probably going to be good and the clutch could be bad. But even though you have a scanner telling you what the values are, you still have to diagnose stuff. One cool thing I like about it is that you can select all of your data streams, and we're going to click OK, and you can literally just, you know, go through here and look at some of the values, actual ratios, your battery voltage, and go to the next page. You just pull up and it'll say release to refresh, and it just goes to the next page, which is really cool. It says the you can actually you know, check for like brakes on, off, on, off. If you think you're having a no start issue with your clutch pedal switch, you can always use this to test it. Right now it's in drive. Press the clutch, neutral. So you can test your dead man switch on your clutch fairly easy. My truck has a 195 degree thermostat, and it's just almost there. It's fluctuating between cold and hot, just on the verge of being at 195. I had an old mechanic tell me how to old school way to test these your fuel tank pressure switch is to give the truck or car literally a shake. I know this is crazy, but what you're doing, you agitate the fuel in the gas tank, create some fumes, as you can tell. But right now I'm actually pulling a vacuum because there's no pressure in the tank. If I walk over here and loosen my gas cap, that value should go to 0 pretty quick. After I plugged in my idle air control valve, the system is still learning my driving style, but as you can tell, it says there's no errors with the circuit. Cool way to kind of test your throttle position sensor. is your reference voltage is 5 volts, and your nominal voltage should be about 1 volt. So if I depress my throttle all the way to the floor, you should get about 5 volts. We're at 466. So we know our throttle position circuitry and sensor is good. So you've made your repairs and you want to make sure the codes are gone. You can also clear the codes. Do you want to clear fault memory? Yes, and what's going to happen, the light will turn off as soon as you crank the car. On your home screen, this is where you can set your the time, the date, display the sound. Let's see if we can do date and time. February 25th, no. Edit. Then you can just go in here and it's June. What is today? The 12th. So Friday, June the 12th. Okay. And we'll do America. This is pretty neat. What time is it? I don't even have my phone. I gotta turn my... It's about 8:46 p.m. When I signed up for, or I not signed up, but I did my Wi-Fi, put my Wi-Fi password in. This thing is 100% self-sustained over the internet Wi-Fi. You can do an upgrade. As you can tell, mine's ready for an upgrade right now, so I'm going to hit upgrade. It's refreshing, and I need to do, it says I need 2 of them. Maybe it says for Opel automobiles, so we can click on that one. Got that one upgraded. I guess I'm really not sure. It says 2 upgradable softwares. Oh, I just didn't hit the update button. There we go. Now it's doing it. I'll catch you back here in a second when it finishes. Install successfully. We're still downloading for whatever, I guess, a software that it needs. You'll get a little prompt that says the diagnostic program has been downloaded. Do you want to install? Click OK. Do you want to install an update to this built-in application? Your existing data will not be lost. The updated application will get access. Yes. Application installed. Done. Because we don't want to open it. You can also go to data. We'll go to the DTC library, and you can put in your fault code. We'll do the P0401, which is exhaust gas recirculation flow insufficient detected. So whenever I unplugged the vacuum hose from my EGR valve, it's going to throw a code because it's not showing the DPFE that there is flow from the exhaust. I like this because it gives you an idea of what can be wrong with your car or truck via the code that you put in. It goes on to tell you that it could be just a blocked pipe, or the most common to the least common, which would be you have a bad ECM. Click on Diagnostic Report, and as you can tell, it saved what we already did. F-150 PCM with 4 abnormal fault codes. 1504, the 443, the 1000 is just a system readiness test, and the P0401 is the insufficient flow. So we got all that fixed, and the MIL has been reset, and we should be good to go. You can also share this information via email. You hit the share button. Say you're working on a customer's car, and you can send them an email. Hey guys, I'm really gonna enjoy working with this tool. What I'm going to do in the comment section of this video, I'm going to comment, and I'm going to put the links to where you can purchase one of these. I don't get any revenue off of this. This is something that was just sent to me to test out and give my honest opinion and review on, and it'll be in the link. Like I say, I'm going to put everything in the description at the end of the video, whichever way it's going to go. The end of the video, I'll put a link in there for that as well. And like I said, I'm going to be the first one to comment, and I'm going to pin that comment to the top of the comment section, and all the information will be right there. You won't miss it. So guys, if you think this helped you out, please give me a thumbs up, and y'all have a good Father's Day on Sunday, and see you on the next video. More Medic 1. Have a good day.